There, my dough has been sitting in here for an hour, and every 10 minutes I've come and I've punched it down. So here it is. This is the last. Now I'm going to see how nice that looks. Very good. So now I'm going to punch it down for the last time. It's a very nice dough. And I told you, it's a never fail dough. And I'm just going to put it on my counter here. I'll bring you along so you can see what I'm doing. Remember, this is part 2, and I always think if I'm going to do a part 2, do it right. And then I'm going to take this half of this. I'll put this away and cover it up, and I'll get ready to roll this out. Okay, I've rolled my dough out into sort of an oblong shape, almost as long as my, and about as wide as my rolling pin. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to butter my dough. So just take, and I'm using margarine. If you want to use butter, go ahead. I just can't afford it. Butter is expensive, and I do use butter for special things and for my soups and stuff because it adds such good taste. But somehow I've always used margarine for cinnamon buns. It always goes over well. So you butter your dough just like this, and be generous. You see how there's pieces of butter on there? Yes, you know, you want lots. You don't want to scrimp on the butter, because the butter mixing with the brown sugar makes like a caramel. Like that, see? Good. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the brown sugar on here. And this is our good Canadian, see? Canadian brown sugar. And I'm going to put, again, generous amount of brown sugar. Good. I should have measured how much brown sugar, but I think you can see. You put it on as much. Now, some people may not want this much. They may want to put less. Good. They're right up to the edge. And then I usually sort of push it down like this. And then you get your cinnamon, and you put, and I'm very generous with my cinnamon. You want nice cinnamony tasting buns. Oh, I used to make so much of these when the kids were young, and they'd come home with their friends. And even today when I meet up with some of those kids, they'll say, I remember coming to your place and having cinnamon buns. Some of my nieces and nephews too. They remember. And then you roll them up like this, and then you kind of bring them right up like that. Pinch them together like this, see? Pinch, pinch, pinch. All the way. And like so. Good. And then, you know, there'll be always a little bit of sugar and stuff left behind. And gather up your fingers and put them on top like this. So let me get these in the pan. Okay. I covered them up before I showed you. But I've got 2 pans. Well, this one is quite full and this one is half a pan. But they're all in... Oh, let me uncover them and show you. Silly grandma, I should have showed you before I covered them. And I covered them with a little bit of damp paper towel on top of them. And then I use my tea towel. And then I use a hand towel. Oops, what fell there? Good. And I'll let them double in size. And while they're sitting and getting ready to be doubled in size, I'll put my oven on, preheated at 350. I'll come back when I get them ready for the oven. Okay. I put the first pan in to the oven and was in there for 40 minutes. They look good. And the way I know is, well, they've turned nice and golden brown, but I tap on them. You can hear them. It sounds hollow. Hear that? Yeah. And now I'll put this other pan in for 40 minutes, and they look yummy. But I'll come back when I'm ready to taste them. Here are my cinnamon buns. And here's the tops of them. And like that. I have to admit, I ate 3 of them already. They were so delicious. But I do have to taste one for you. That just isn't fair, is it? Oh. There. Take a little wee bit. And look, I've got a nice glass of cold milk here to go with it. Mm. It's so caramelly and gives it a bit of a crunch. Mmm. Delicious.